Hey dudes, today we're going to be cutting a spaghetti squash.
That is right, and the spaghetti squash possesses an uncanny resemblance to spaghetti strands once it's cooked. And ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased to announce that we have a special guest with us today, Hilah from the popular YouTube channel, Hilah Cooking. Thank you for being here in the Cut Dat studio.
Thank you so much for inviting me. This is really an honor.
I'd like to congratulate you on the new baby boy, Flint, and everyone here in the community would like to know if you will be getting him a Young Cutter's training spoon anytime soon.
We've gotten him one, and he really loves just waving it around like a baton. I've been trying to work with him a little bit, cutting soft things like bananas.
That's absolutely fantastic.
So yeah, we're getting him started early.
I'm sure he's well on his way to becoming one of the best pros out there.
I will be disappointed if he's not.
As we all know, there are more spoon cutters under the age of 3 than any other demographic.
That is really frightening.
Let's take a look at the cut now. Cutter seems to be making his way around the long portion of the spaghetti squash. Any idea why he might be going long ways as opposed to the shorter, round the middle cut?
You know, that's a great question. I could only guess that maybe it has to do with the angle of the curvature of the squash. Perhaps it seems like maybe longitudinally it might be a little bit safer, less chance of rolling and jabbing his own thumb with the tip of the spoon.
That's my guess as well. Also, it could be a possibility that he's going for more points by giving himself a longer cut here. Now, Hilah, have you had any encounters with a squash of this size before?
I have. This is a good size squash. This is a large to average size squash, so I commend him for choosing this one rather than choosing a smaller, maybe weaker squash.
That's excellent. He seems to be suffering from fatigue now as he is using the reverse hand grip technique. Where would your mind be at if you were coming close to the end of a cut that has been this exhausting and this physically taxing?
Yeah, I would be getting pretty frustrated myself. I can see that jabbing is indicative to me of my own, I start to get frustrated and start to just sort of want to stab it. Like you get a little angry at the produce.
Absolutely, and the cutter is now standing the squash up on its stalk and appears to be using the handle as sort of a guillotine to come down through
a lever, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, through the
That's
final
a good,
portion.
I have not used that technique myself.
Neither have I. I think it's one that I'm going to have to try, though.
Seems to be effective.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
wow.
The squash seems to have split under its own weight. Very well done, Cutter.
Excellent job.